Hello everyone. So the two items that I'm going to show you today I believe are highly comparable. The first one is the Tusting Mini Holly. So it's called the Mini Holly and it's by the brand Tusting in case you're not familiar with them. And the second one is the Mini Coco handle from Chanel. I believe this is the old mini size and they now call it the small, but I'll still refer to it as the mini. They are highly comparable in terms of their size and their function and their appearance and what they offer. The only thing that is not comparable whatsoever is the price point. I'm not sure what the price point is on either, so if you're interested in them, you can look them up, but it's a significant price point difference. But the function is the same, so I just want to kind of show you guys that if you're maybe the owner of the Coco handle, but you can't afford to add another one to your collection, this one would be a good substitute for that. It's a very, very comparable handbag. It might even be better for you in some ways. And if you're the owner of a Tusting and maybe you're eyeballing the Chanel Mini Coco handle because you think it looks similar, it does in fact look similar, but personal opinion, I think the Tusting Mini Holly is worth more in terms of the investment. I think you'll get a lot more use out of the Mini Holly. So I'm a huge fan of the Mini Holly. I wish they sponsored me, but they don't. But all of the videos that I've put up about the Mini Holly, I've personally bought the bags and selected the colors and what I would like in terms of the hardware and that sort of thing. One of the big advantages of the Tusting Mini Holly is that if you go on the website and you don't like what you see in terms of like how they've paired the hardware with a particular color, or maybe the length of the strap isn't quite what you want, you can go through their bespoke service and ask for customization. Of course, there's an upcharge for everything that you ask them to do, and it's not going to be the same price as just the standard bag, but they are willing to customize it for you. And of course, you don't have that option with the Chanel. I have done a custom testing. I've talked about it in other videos. I have quite a lot of videos on this one where you can pick like the color of the lining, the color of the hardware, the length of your strap. You can even put like your initials on it or an important date. So highly, highly customizable. And this one, of course, absolutely not. They both come in a wide variety of colors, and they both come with a strap that you can detach. The big advantage of the one with the Holly is that you can customize the size, and it does go to a full crossbody length. Whereas with the Coco handle on all the sizes, you do get a strap that can detach. However, you have to add more length, which I've done. I added like a little thing here, a little piece. You have to add more length to make it a crossbody. It's not a crossbody bag. It stops at about 18 inches, so you can't, really put it in a crossbody length. So the crossbody length on this one is of course customizable, but the standard one is between 22 and 23 inches. Might be a little long for someone who's more petite, but for us taller gals or guys who might want to wear it, it's definitely a longer length and really appreciated. Whereas this one, as I mentioned, it's only about an 18 inch. But the sizes are actually extremely comparable. The Mini Holly is a 9 and the Coco handle is a 9. And I'm going by the listed measurements. I didn't measure them, right before the video. The height of the Coco handle is 5.5, and the height of the Mini Holly is also 5.5. Where there's a slight difference, at least according to Chanel's website versus Tusting's website, is in the width. Chanel lists this as a 3.75, so 3.25, and Tusting lists this as a 3.1, but the difference with the Tusting one, the Coco handle also, as you can see there, it has feet, and the Tusting one does not, so that might be something you might want to consider. Right, on the Tusting, you can actually expand it. It has like little poppers on the side that can be opened or shut, so you definitely get more width than what they describe. And it's a big open hole. Sorry for the glare there. I've got a bit of sun rainbow glare coming in, but it's not too bad. It's a big open hole with a back patch pocket right there, and it's lined in like a micro suede. And you can see on this particular one, the color is taupe, the same one that Kate Middleton wore, which is why I selected it. And it's got like it's a really dark navy kind of interior, at least in my opinion, it looks dark navy. And then with the Coco handle, when you open it up, you have two divided compartments. with a tiny, tiny little slip pocket in the center there, and then a back zip pocket. But you can see like my hands are struggling a little bit. You don't have that wide open space that you do with the Tusting. So even though this is listed as 3.75, it feels very, very tight in comparison to this one. And you can also see there that they're both turn lock feature. So if you like turn locks, they both do that. And then I don't think I mentioned it, but they both have, of course, the handle drop. The handle drop is listed as a 3.5 right here, and this is about a 3. With the Coco handle, you can easily put your hand through there and get it up a little bit to the crook of your arm, depending on your bone structure and also what you're wearing. And with the Tusting Mini Holly, it's a little bit tighter. You can do it, but it's definitely a tighter fit. You can't get it up to the crook of your arm. You can only really get it a little bit farther than the wrist. This is the one that Kate Middleton wore, which is what drew me to it in the first place. I'm the same height as Kate Middleton and about the same build, so I tend to look at what she wears in terms of bags and clothing just to get an idea of how it might look on me. I don't have her exact style, but I do look to her for like some inspiration. And this one, I believe I've seen Camilla wear it in a black. I guess she's Queen Camilla now. So I've seen Queen Camilla wear it in black because, of course, the CC for Charles and Camilla apparently is why she likes them, the Chanel bags. But anyway, if you want to go with what a queen wears, maybe pick this. If you want to go with what a future queen wears, maybe go with this one. So I'm currently carrying a Speedy 20, so I'm going to dump everything out of there and just hope that it gets in there. I have a really super filled cosmetics case. I have this little pouch with something personal in it that I carry with me nowadays. I have what's doubling as a little wallet, so a pouch doubling as a wallet. My phone, which is 6.5 inches. My key fob. A pair of hand wipes. I still carry a face mask, so a face mask, and that's it. That emptied out that container or that bag. Let's go ahead and put it in the Mini Holly first, and then we'll see if it fits in the Chanel. And the Chanel is in caviar. They don't really make a smooth leather option. And FYI, I did go ahead and order a pebbled leather holly, which they do not offer on the website. They only offer it bespoke. So I should be able to soon compare a pebble leather to a smooth leather. So look forward to that. So here's the face mask. And it went in there. And the hand wipes. I'm just going to kind of put everything in. My phone, which is 6.5 inches. Everything leaving a lot of room so far. My wallet. And of course, depending on what you carry, you'll have more or less room. A really, really super thick cosmetic-y type case. It has a lot of stuff in there, like contact cleaner and, I don't know, hand sanitizer, I believe. And then my little personal pouch and my key fob. And all of that fits in there really, really well. So that's what it looks like. It's still a very manageable weight. It's on the heavier side now, but everything fits in there. And then let's take that out and see if it goes in the Coco handle, which I don't think it will. Okay, so here's the phone. I'll put the phone in the back. It's a tight fit. It doesn't go in as nicely. I'll put my face mask and my hand wipes back there also. And you can see they don't get in as easily or as readily. Here's the makeup pouch, which takes up almost that entire compartment, so already my space is limited. My wallet, which is being very, very, very stuffed in there. And then I barely have room to put my keys and my pouch. So if I put them in there, I don't even have room. So I can't even fit like my key fob in there. So having that compartment in the center really takes away from the usable space in this particular bag. So even though they tell you it's 3.75, it's really not, because it tapers in at the top a real significant amount up here, if you can see that. So it tapers in quite a lot and you lose a lot of space. If I take out the giant makeup pouch, of course, I will have more room for my stuff that I need. So this one is more of a, in my opinion, a going out bag, a date night bag, a special event bag, whereas the Mini Holly could be more of an everyday bag because it fits significantly more and it fits it better. When you open it up, you have a view of all your items at a glance. So that's really nice, and your hand doesn't struggle to like get anything out, you know, your hand just goes readily in. Whereas with this one, it's a bit more like you can't easily get your stuff out. If you're standing at a register and now you got to fish around for a wallet and be able to put it back quickly, it's just not as easy. So I just thought I'd show it to you guys. Like I said, I put a bespoke holly on order in pebbled leather, which would be comparable to the caviar maybe of Chanel. But I wanted to show them to you side by side. And if you have any questions about either, let me know.